Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. We have here, it's not a dirt bike, it's a 350 small block Chevy engine. And I got this guy for $50, no top end, so it didn't have any of the rockers or anything. It was just the pistons are in there, crankshaft still in there, camshaft still in there, we got the pan still. And I got this all the way up in Simi Valley, and you know, we got the old 350 in our El Camino right now, the 73. And so eventually that 350 is going to nuke itself, just like they all do. So I got this guy just to start building it, and I'm going to take you through the process. I've never done this before. All I've done is put it on this thing upside down to drain all the fluids out onto the floor. And luckily I got some kitty litter. So the next step that I'm going to do now, hopefully all the stuff's drained out, I'm going to pull this pan out. I've already talked to the machine shop, and they said that if we give them the block, they can Magnaflux it and clean it for about 150. And they said bring over the crankshaft and the arms and the pistons, and they can give me a diagnosis on it if we can salvage the crankshaft at least. I want to save as much money as possible on this build, and so we're just going to go over it together and just see how it's doing. I can already see here it's missing a bowl, so we'll see how it goes. And I'm just gonna bring you on this little adventure with me, all right? Thanks. All right, so I'm just gonna start out by taking off all the bolts and ripping this pan off, see what it looks like inside. So we'll do that together. Looks like the oil pump just decided to delete itself. Gross. So we got ourselves a 2-bolt main. Dun dun dun. I was hoping for the 4, but whatever, you take what you can get. We still got a lot of oil in here, but it doesn't look too crazy bad. So I'm just gonna start pulling this guy apart. Something happened in here for sure. It's gross. Super gross. But she spins over. Yeah. A little stuck some places, but she'll go back and forth though. Hitting something right there. Oh, there we go. She wants to. Stuck though. It's getting stuck somewhere. Ooh, we're leaking again. She's almost doing it. we go. Ooh, a bunch of crap. There we go. There we go. It's free. A little crunchy. But he's turning. Alright. Looks promising. I took a good look together, a good gander. So, I'll have to look up these numbers. But, I don't know. What the hell is that? Something, seeing some scrapage here. I guess that's just whatever. Old oil. But, some sort of scratching. But for the most part, I think it looks okay. I mean, I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at. I guess the next thing I'll take up is this guy, the oil pump. But, she spins over. Let me spin her over for you guys. Pretty easily. Still oil in there. But I didn't think that we would be able to get her to move. So, mission accomplished. Step 1, done skis. So next, I'm gonna start removing the pistons because I don't have a hoist or a stand. So I'm gonna hopefully put this on my 1950s bench and it'll hold the block for sure. And then we'll take it over to the machine shop. So I'm just gonna do a time lapse taking these out and then I'll show you what one of the pistons looks like. I'm gonna try to go from front to back. Yeah, front to back. All right, cool. Okay. It's coming out. Piston number 1. Wow, it has the rings on it still. Triple. It has the rings. And they're moving. All right. Definitely seen better days for sure. But hey, we got one out. We got one out. All right, cool. Put it on the bench. You know what? They're not too bad. We'll go through them together. But not a lot of crazy gashes. Alright, so I can see so we got a 0.03, so I know it's been bored over 0.03. So we probably can take it 10 or 20 over. So that's good news for us. All right, so unfortunately it was so hot in the garage from the last video that the iPhone just turned off because it was too hot. I kept working because I'm crazy and I almost had a heat stroke, but I was able to lift all the pistons out by picking the engine up, first loosening up the bolts, picking the engine up, and then hitting it out. It looks okay. There's a lot of damage. We'll go over it after, but there's some stuff I gotta look at. Hopefully it's not too bad. All right, I also removed the crankshaft with just a crankshaft pulley. Yep, so check it out. Double roller. That's not stock, but I don't also think it should be this loose. Let's see where they lined up. Also, the chain is not lined up, so it also skipped. Let's see if we can take you guys in here. I'm pretty sure. So see that? Boom. That's lined up for sure. But then this thing should be here. So it's possible that either maybe it had to be timed slightly retarded, or it was like, you know, sometimes they'll have notches on here and for advancing the timing or retarding the timing. So I'm not sure if they did that on purpose, but considering how loose this is, I'm gonna say that it skipped a tooth, you know? Yeah. So let's take this out. We'll pull the cam out, pull the crank out, and we'll be well on our way. Cool double roller, that's sick. Oh yeah. You just want to be careful with this guy. Oh, cool double roller, that's sick. Oh yeah. You just want to be careful with this guy. Cool, it's almost done. So I know that, here it is, I see it, this lifter. Oh, it's not so stuck anymore. There you go. Cornea. This lifter is in the way. Son of a gun, come on. Now you want to be not a little asshole, huh? When I was trying to take you out originally, you're giving me a hard fucking time. It's harder than I thought it would. Okay. There's like a lifter right here that's pissing me off. And it was giving me a hard time earlier. So it's getting stuck. Is there another lifter over here? There you go. This lifter is just pissing me off. I'm trying to be gentle. Sorry guys, I know this is disturbing probably to some. You want to take this out nice and gentle. Not like that fucking asshole. Cog. Oh yeah, got it. Here it lies. There's the cam. And we'll inspect everything all together when that time comes, you know? I'm just looking for some deep scoring or stuff, but, well, like I said, we'll check it out after. Cool. All right, so here we are. Let's kind of just go through everything together. Just kind of see the pistons and all that stuff. So this is number 1, 2, 4, 6. This is number 8. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. So for the most part, there's a little bit of scoring here. I can catch it with my nail. So we'll see what the machine shop says. The rings aren't broken, so that's pretty cool. They spin freely still. Basically all the pistons are kind of like that. Let's see, that was number 8. Let's see. I mean, there's no big crazy gashes. Luckily, there is some scratches for sure. I don't see anything like too crazy. That looks kind of. And just let me know in the comments, is that like normal wear? I mean, I've seen some rebuild kits for like $500. So like it says, I don't know if you can see that, 0.3 over. And the bearings inside. Kind of not too bad. Let me know in the comments how it looks. This crank. So actually, I don't think the crank looks too bad. There is some little scarring here that I can feel. So maybe we can get away with a polish. Let's see what the machine shop says. Maybe they can just grind it down a little bit. Like I said, some of this isn't too bad. It's not immaculate, but what's that? I don't know what that is. Like I said, I can't catch anything with a nail. So let's check out the rear main area. It's a little scratchy. I can catch with my nail right here in the middle. Let's see here. I think they say that this should be pretty much immaculate. It's not the best. It's not the worst. We'll see what the machine shop says. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. You can see a little bit of where it got stuck at. Cam's probably Dunskies. It didn't come with a lifter or top end, so I was thinking about just going with a cheap Speedmaster, or I found some camel hump heads on Facebook Market, about $200 for a pair. So I know that they have the pushed in, or sorry, yeah, like they have like the press in push rods. So I'm not quite sure about that. See, some of these don't look like crazy nicks. So let's see what the machine shop says, but the bearings are pretty toast, I'd say. I kind of just put this back together real quickly, so sorry if some of these pins are not the correct way. And then let's look at the inside of the block. See, it's already, I can see like some copper here. So there is definitely some stress, I think, on these bearings. Look at this one. So I think all this stuff is toast. Super toast. And that's not too bad. I thought it was worse. I can't see any cross hatching anymore. I don't know if that's bad. I don't know if the rings go that far down. Hopefully they don't. But it's definitely been the elements. So you can see all this crap in there. Let's see, there's some pitting here, here. Some more here. That part looks pretty bad right there. So hopefully this is salvageable. Everything looks kind of okay, but kind of not okay. But yeah, I think we're gonna have to have this probably bored, honed, and inspected. I'm gonna have it magnafluxed, and hopefully the machine shop will let me know what we're looking at here. I think we need some bearings for sure, all the way around. Yeah, I gotta take this thing out. But it's been sitting for quite some time. Bearings toast here too. I can pick up my nail. This guy's the same battery day. It's an old block. 69 through 79. I mean, I think we can get away with maybe going, so it's at over 30, so hopefully we can go 50. Hopefully there's no cracks. They'll check it with the magnaflux. But there's the pan. I think that thing's broke off, I'm not quite sure. So, yep. Some bearings here. You see all the copper coming through, or whatever material that is. Some crap on the top. So, yeah, basically take everything to the machine shop, see what those guys say. And yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the crank that came with it. Like that. So this thing needs a lot of work. Hopefully it's a good candidate. If you've seen worse, let me know. Definitely needs new bearings. All right, cool. Well, I think plan is to get a new camshaft with lifters. Maybe you guys can let me know like a nice street mild build for that. We got to find a top end, and we could probably keep these arms. I think they're okay. And then if we bore it out, we'll have to change the piston. So we'll see that. Let's see. Let's just make sure. Let's find a good one. See, you can see it. 0.030. So yeah, we can bore it over, so that's good. This is one of the lifters that was there. Let's take a gander before we end the video. It's pretty dirty, but I just didn't want to come with the top part. Seems like, oh, kind of mushroomy, huh? Doesn't look straight at all. So maybe it was just hammering in one certain area. But yep. Very sharp. That's probably why I didn't want I was getting snagged up there. Alright. Let me know in the comments what you guys think I can do. Some cheap heads, valves. Oh yeah, probably Edelbrock intake would be sick. And yeah, maybe someone help me out, throw me some advice what to do after the machine shop. I want to make a cheap as possible build, so please let me know in the comments. I'd really appreciate it. But look, just goes to show you can do this on just a tire. I'm going to be getting engine send soon though. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video.